Song of Solomon chapter 4 verse 4, it says, thy neck is like the tower of David, builded for an armory, whereon there hang 1,000 bucklers, and all the shields of mighty men. Now Solomon here is referring to an investment that his father made to honor the mighty men that were in his life. Solomon here is using perhaps the weakest part of human anatomy to describe the strongest part of David's life. Solomon was digging into a realm that was beyond the ordinary. He was describing a neck and a connective tissue between the head and the body, and is speaking as if the strength of a mighty man is stored in something that can only be used to describe the tower that David had built for an armory. But this is not just about the neck. It is about the bucklers. It is about the shields which mighty men had in their hand. You see, you may look at yourself and you wonder where your strength might be. But David's mighty men were ordinary men who carried swords and shields they never expected that they would carry. They carried those swords and shield out of passion for the work that David had done in them. Just by taking a step in a compassionate or passionate response, they carried shields and bucklers. These shields and bucklers became a memorial so that David built an armory for those shields and bucklers, and Solomon took notes. There are many of you here who do not recognize that there is a might in you, that there is a memorial in heaven, that there is something built for the glory, for the armory, for the weapon that is in your hand. You may treat what you carry like nothing, as if nothing special is yet left in you. When an angel visited Gideon, Gideon was under a tree. The Bible says he was hiding the wheat which he had threshed, so that the Midianites don't steal it from him, so that they don't starve as a result of the demonic invasion that is coming against Israel at the time. Many of you are mighty men with mighty weapons, but you don't yet understand it. And because you don't know that the might of the Lord is hidden on the inside of you, the enemy takes advantage of your ignorance to keep you in fear. So you're trying to hide the little you have, not understanding that there is power and abundance in the grace that God has committed into your hand.